I do a lot of combining the techniques that we just did. I don't necessarily do the rubbing over the entire paper. I don't necessarily do that reverse masking over the entire paper. Instead, I do bits and pieces in combination. And it creates a more interesting piece. So go ahead and scrape some gesso down there really thin. Scrape it so thin that it's almost dry immediately. I never put gesso on with a brush.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
You know why? Because then you have to clean the brush. And I don't like cleaning things, as my stencils will bear witness. And I have learned that if you, the gesso's sticky. So I ruin more brushes. So if you don't clean that gesso out immediately, bad things happen. So I solved that problem by scraping on a paper thin layer of gesso that we're going to be able to work on almost immediately. Okay, no lumps and bumps. I don't go all the way to the edge. And if I miss a little bit in the middle,
oh well.
Oh well, no big deal, right? Okay, so thin. See how mine's almost pretty much, it's getting there, dry, it's getting dry. This is how I clean my palette knife. This is my trade secret. I go like this. Okay, perfect. Even better, okay?
Right.
So now let's do a combination of all of those things that we just did. So I'm going to scrape a little paint, okay? We're running low on our palette here. I purposely didn't want to refill it because I wanted to use what was there, and that is what I do in my home studio. I use what's on the piece. I don't go searching for the perfect element. I use what's there, okay? So now go ahead and rub with your baby wipe, okay? I got awesome bonus texture there.
Yeah, you
bonus
did.
Color. It came off of my baby wipe, actually. Didn't come off the dirty stencil for a change. Okay, and now I want you to take a little bit of paint on your finger, and I want you to rub a little color field there. Excellent. Grab a mask. The circle would probably be the easiest.
Okay.
Or you want to hand me any. The star's perfect. Okay, go ahead and rub. You don't want to rub away that texture that you just did. You want these to overlap. Definitely need another wipe here. Excellent. Pick your shape up when you're done and blot it onto a couple of the areas because there should be a lot of paint under it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes I even wipe a little extra paint on the bottom of it and I print with it. Okay, excellent. Get a couple of prints going on there. And then I'm going to add a stencil texture. This one would be gorgeous on yours, not to tell you what you should do, but I think that would be outstanding.
Trust your judgment.
Excellent. And then you're going to take another stencil, not that one because it is absolutely dripping at this point, right?
Yes,
I would
it
maybe
is.
do that mosaic one again.
Okay.
And you're going to lay it down and you're going to rub over a little bit of what you sprayed and pull that ink color out into the paint field. That makes sense? So you're dissolving some of that ink with the wipe. Oh, isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, I really like
So some of that ink is there, and it's there with the pattern of the stencil, and then you're rubbing it out a little further. So typically, when I do a background, it is a combination of all of those techniques. So
Wow.
isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that's
And then
really
in
neat.
Dina Land, I would probably say I'm done with that one. You know, I've learned I make kind of a few background techniques, and then I move on to the meat of the page.